Welcome back. Up now, we have Forum Daily's weekly crypto and digital asset update with Catherine Murray, host of The Buck Stops Here. Take it away, Catherine.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your weekly crypto and digital asset update. I'm Catherine Murray. Well, we have seen relatively flat pricing within the cryptocurrencies this week, which is quite interesting given the fact that we've had a lot of volatility in the equity markets. We had two huge days to start the week, Monday and Tuesday, in the North American equity markets, up by about 2% or so. You're not actually seeing that kind of volatility or movement take place within the cryptocurrency space over the past number of weeks, which is quite interesting. And I say that in the sense that the original intent behind cryptocurrencies, of course, was to have it uncorrelated with the equity markets. And of course, that changed course over the past year or so as more and more hedge funds entered into the cryptocurrencies. But that seems to have abated. So it's interesting to see that the correlation is not nearly as tight as it was previously. We've talked a little bit about that as an observation and an important one. Bitcoin right now still trading, though, below that $20,000 mark. It does, however, continue to have about 42% of the overall cryptocurrency market cap. So in other words, Bitcoin continues to be the dominant player. Away from that, in terms of news, Fidelity, for one, their cryptocurrency platform is now going to be offer Ether trading, so ETH trading to their investors beginning on October the 28th. Recall when they set out the cryptocurrency platform, it was to be able to trade Bitcoin, and that was back in 2018. And now they're going to be offering the ability to trade Ether. Away from that, the bankrupt lender Voyager, apparently investors who invested with them will be able to recover about 72% of their assets. That is, however, contingent on the ability for them, Voyager, to be able to sell those assets to FTX as planned. So we'll continue to monitor and follow that story. In terms of fundraising, Celestia has raised $55 million at a $1 billion valuation. This is important to note that there's still, despite the cryptocurrency winter that we've all been experiencing, there is still the interest for new projects and the ability to raise funds, and that the valuations are still there. Maybe not what they were, but there's still a keen interest in raising money and at some interesting valuations for sure. In fact, blockchain infrastructure firm ChainSafe Systems closed an $18 million raise. It's a Toronto-based project, and it was led by Round 13. And from a big picture perspective, when we look at all these large money managers around the world that continue to invest with Fidelity into the cryptocurrency space, AllianceBernstein, for one, said that their institutional clients are continuing to build their digital asset strategies, and in fact do expect the asset managers and money managers to continue to do this and almost do direct investing within the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. So again, we are continuing to see big players enter the space despite the pullback in the prices of crypto. In other words, there's still a lot of technology and DeFi, digital finance, going on underneath the surface that investors are very interested in. Of course, all of that brings us to the question in terms of what's going on the regulatory front. We still have a number of unknowns there in terms of what the bigger picture will look like. We are, however, hearing from a regulatory perspective that the CFTC and the SEC are investigating the bankrupt crypto hedge fund Three Arrows to see if there's any misleading of investors. I will leave it there. And again, it's been a little bit of a flat movement in the cryptocurrencies. That might not be a bad thing. I'll leave it there. Have a great week.
All right, thanks for that, Catherine. Again, that was Catherine Murray, host of The Buck Stops Here. It airs on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern, only on the News Forum Network.